that the actual audio is working now. And Kelly says it's good. All right, welcome to my Roving Recordings episode 2 with Jess Adkins over here. Yeah, general format, same as last time. We're going to drink some beers and talk about stuff. But you're going to do some piano to start us off?
Yeah, should I just we'll start right away?
Yeah, just go into it.
Okay. Get right to the point, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was a Debussy song, in case you were wondering.
I was wondering, because... So does Debussy technically fall in the classical realm, or is there a more specific
It's like late
version?
1800s. I'm not real well versed in what all the different eras of classical are.
Yeah, that's definitely something I know next to nothing about.
Yeah. But there's always a whole explanation usually in these pieces. So
Right on. So I guess we've known each other for maybe 2.5 years now.
yeah, something out there, I think.
Yeah.
We've met in a summer.
I remember.
Or no, it was October. We were talking. I always think it's summer. It was October.
Yeah. And then I remember playing music together really only happened after the Strange Folk Fest.
The first show we played together was an RFT showcase.
Yeah, which was after the Strange Folk Fest. The one that Bell Band did where the duck died or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe a goose.
Yeah.
But it died in the pond.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't our fault. That wasn't part of the set.
Right on. So yeah, I mean, obviously, like, we did that RFT showcase and a couple random things, just us two, and then started doing like Whiskey Ring and Yakis and stuff like that, and then I mean, in general, at that point, you were with Opera Bell Band, and then after we started playing for a while and got Jenny and Kelly involved, then we figured out that we were actually a band.
Mm-hmm.
And so Ryan Koenig and the Goldenrods, that was New Orleans 19? Beginning of 2019?
It would have been 2019.
Yeah. And yeah, so now a little over a year ago. And then, let's see, so since then, we also started So Grand Polka Band.
Yep.
Destined for a win in the Grammy polka category.
Yep.
Apparently, we're working on it. I'm not
We're
sure.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone else is working on it. So we're a shoo-in.
Yeah, the plan though is a polka album is in its infancy of originals.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like, it might have been since like the Yankovic era. Since there's been a lot of like original polka albums, there's lots of like so and so plays so and so. Let's see what else. So, like, general music interview questions.
Okay.
When did you start playing?
I started playing piano, I think, when I was around 8.
Oh, okay.
Because I just wanted a piano, and my mom was on side get piano. My dad was, I think, not, and she convinced him, was like, just get her a piano, like, and I still play it, obviously, but that was my first instrument.
Did you have like a full upright or keyboard?
Yeah, I had like a full upright. So this is a spinet, so it's shorter.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, you know what? The first one I had was a spinet. And then maybe when I was like a teenager, I got like an upright, like full upright.
Yeah.
Which is still at my mom's.
Hard to move. Yeah. Okay. So you had like piano lessons at that age?
I did. Yeah, I took piano lessons from 8 to 18.
Okay.
Once a week. And then I also took accordion lessons once a week, probably from about 15 to 17 or 18.
Yeah, I had violin lessons probably around 8 until maybe like 9.5 when I got tired of it and just smashed the violin. And I still have it in the basement.
You have this smashed violin?
Yeah, because it wasn't ours. There was some lady that was supposed to come back and get it, and she never showed up. So I still have it. But it's like a 3/4 size, so there's not that much point in me fixing it. Just kind of maybe I'll like screw it to the wall or something. So, so that's where like the classical stuff comes from, I guess, like the piano lessons.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I did, I guess, in lessons was learning classical pieces, which is why you never see me playing piano in any like bands around town, because I don't know how. I don't know how to play piano like that.
I think that's one of the like benefits and shortcoming of people I know that have classical training on like a specific instrument is that sometimes like just straight up improvising and like figuring things out without looking at a sheet is like translating a foreign language.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for me on piano. Like obviously accordion, I'm getting better at it, Um, but yeah, still piano. I'm like, I don't like. What am I supposed to do? Just like play chords for you? I don't know. Like, what do you want this to sound like? I don't know.
I think that was one of my big problems with violin. Is like around the time I was taking violin lessons, I had a keyboard, I had a guitar, but I didn't have any. I mean, I had like chord books and stuff like that, but I didn't have any lessons on those, so I was always coming up with shit. And then eventually, it just turned into like, well, I don't understand. So I go to these violin lessons, and I just have to play what's on this sheet. I don't even like this stuff. I think if I would have had piano lessons, classical would have been a lot more engaging, just because like only a violin. It's like, okay, I'm playing this one part, and I'm just supposed to imagine that there's all these other parts going on. That was not nearly as fun. But yeah, I would have benefited from being able to read better. I didn't. I mean, I was like trying to read during those lessons, and I didn't really start reading until yeah, like the much later on when I was in middle school. Kelly's saying time for another song.
Oh.
So, where are we at on this list now? Ragtime?
Yeah, I was gonna do a rag.
Okay, so when did you start doing rags? Like,
Actually, I think learned this piece in high school. Like I think I played it for a solo ensemble, maybe.
Okay.
Is why I had it. I think that's why. So I don't know. I guess you're just trying something a little different that year.
Rags are a little different.
It's still the only rag in the Scott Joplin book I can play.
Okay.
So maybe at some point I'll try to learn another one. Especially now, like, I don't know, I like rags, but it's intimidating, right? Because we have all these good ragtime piano players in town.
Yeah, I
so.
was gonna say St. Louis is not the place to make your like ragtime debut.
Yeah, so don't expect a lot from this, because you know we have everyone else in the city who can do this like way better.
Speaking of random ignorance to rags, whatever the rag was that I was using as the theme song, I haven't come up with a prize yet. But if you can identify it, it's not the honeymoon rag. That's what I learned it as. It's not that. So if you can identify it, please let me know. Anyway, some Scott Joplin that we haven't figured out how to pronounce right. It's right.
It's on like a very untuned piano, so it's like I feel like rigs are allowed to be a little sloppy and untuned.
It's great. Authentic. Very
Yeah.
authentic. Piano rolls just, squared things up way too far. All right. Well, so I just finished a High Life. And let's see, we didn't bring up that while you're a kid, you're in Milwaukee area.
Yeah. I grew up in Milwaukee. I didn't move to St. Louis till I was 24.
Yeah, and that was school related?
It was. That's the whole reason.
Okay.
Yeah. I moved here to do my PhD, which I finished this spring, so I'm done
Jess
with
is a
that.
doctor.
Yep. I'm a doctor now, so I came to St. Louis, got my doctorate, and now I'm a musician.
The places that college will lead you.
Yep.
And were you in a couple other towns before here too?
No,
It was just straight from like Milwaukee area to here?
pretty much. I did like short study abroad stuff, but like I never like moved. Because I did both my undergrad and my master's at Marquette. So I grew up like in a suburb of like Milwaukee County, and then moved to the city when I was 18 and was there till I was 24.
Right on. Well, so polkas,
Yep.
accordions, many beers. Those are big in Milwaukee.
Yep.
And
So I got the High Lives.
So is it polka time now? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we can do a polka.
Yeah. Viva Seguin.
Yeah.
Mexican polka.
Yeah, let's do that.
My buddy Felix Reyes up in Chicago says that one day when we can again, he's gonna come down here and give us some Baja Sexto, but until then, I'll just fake a Baja Sexto on this coarse octave mandolin. There's no bajo involved at all. It's not even a sexto. It's 8 strings. But close enough. And is this Santiago Senior or Junior?
I want to say it's Junior. Let me see if it's
I know Junior recorded it.
Oh, mine says Senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Santiago Jimenez Senior. Viva Seguin.
All right. I'll start it off. stopped it like right at the end.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's see. I'm gonna go on a beer run really quick because it's like right here.
That one was a big fan favorite.
What's that?
That one was a big fan favorite.
Oh, cool.
Man, the Debussy wasn't
I didn't realize that
rude.
a polka could be more popular than Debussy. I like it when, in general, just about anyone else is a fan of something that I like, because it doesn't happen all that often. All right, so staying on accordion.
Yeah, if you want to do the Italian polka with
Oh
me.
yeah. Italian polka.
Optional.
Yeah, that's an option.
This is actually another song I learned in high school.
Yeah.
So it's another classical piece, and in concert band, I think it must be my senior year. We were playing this song in concert band, and like the band director was just like, "Do you want to play accordion on this?" And I was like, "Sure." So he just gave me the flute music and like wrote in the chords for me. So this was one that was always like kind of tucked away. That was fun to play, and it was cool that I got to play accordion for concert band because.
Did the accordion have a flute button?
No, it doesn't. There's clarinet switch.
I know there's a clarinet button.
Yeah.
That also reminds me. So last night when we were having a club meeting, you were talking about all the different nationalities that have festivals in Milwaukee, which was like shit that I was completely unaware of.
Oh yeah, it's like every weekend in summer because there's like the festival grounds by the
Summerfest.
lake. Yeah, Summerfest grounds, if you will. Right, so the big one, Summerfest, is 2 weeks music festival, but every other weekend they have a festival too. They're just like weekend longs. So there's Italian Fest, there's German Fest, there's Polish Fest, there's Mexican Fiesta, there's I think it's Indian Moon or Arabic Moon. Man, there's so many. I mean,
Yeah, like I think that St. Louis can't really keep up with Milwaukee on the summertime festival things, maybe because it's like too hot to really have that many comfortable summertime festivals here. I mean, there's definitely, like, I remember living on the hill, there's definitely like, and I can't speak or even pronounce Italian, so they have like Italian days, but they have a better Italian name for it. And then, you know, there's definitely like Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Independence Day. There is a Polish fest, but like I just learned about that. I mean, the only German fest that I know of here is the like Oktoberfest, which is more of like a Budweiser fest than anything else. I mean, they do have polka bands, but we weren't ready yet. I guess now they don't know what they've been missing. And yeah, what was the? I think other than that, that's about the end of our ethnicity festivals that I know of. But yeah, Italian polka. So we haven't done this with the polka band yet, but
no, we never have.
But you reminded me that we did it at the Pizza Fest, because
yes.
we may not have nationality-based festivals, but we have a square pizza festival now.
Yes, that was a couple of years ago, because we didn't do the one last year. I guess it would have been the one 2 years ago, right? The Pizza Fest and
we did not get called back.
I think it was, I don't know. Yeah, why didn't we get called back? But we got to walk around the Pizza Fest playing songs, and this was one of the songs we were playing, walking around and strolling around.
That would have been 2018.
Yeah.
Because I remember I went to the Pizza Fest in 2017 because Jenny was playing. And it, starts at like noon, so it was very early for me. So I slept in my van nearby so that I could get up on time. And walked into the Pizza Fest just telling them that I knew Jenny. It was great. But yeah, by the time that we did the Pizza Fest, I was surprised that I was able to walk around and keep up with you the whole whole time. Because we were moving very quickly around this festival ground.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to. I mean, it's not that big, and we are playing like these 3 same songs on like repeat.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was good that we were moving around. I just remember that there was like an overwhelming amount of people there, and sometimes I'd be staring at something and turn my head, and you'd be like 6 feet in the other direction, and running, trying to catch up. But that was fun.
Yeah.
That was certainly one of the first that was one of the first very gigs that we did, where it was like not quite sure what we're getting into, but there's some kind of contract involved, so we'll be here.
It was fun. I would definitely do it again.
I would do it again. I mean, I'm a big fan of square cut pizza and all that goofy St. Louis shit, and Barrow Park's good. Kelly's telling me to wrap it up about the St. Louis pizza. So.
This is a show about pizza now.
No. All right. Are you counting this one off, or am I counting this one off?
You can count it off, but I'll set this tempo for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, I have pickup notes.
Okay, you have pickup notes. Okay. Well, you just start then. I'll figure it out. That was just like at the Pizza Fest, where it was usually like just glancing over, like, are we on the next part now?
Yeah.
And we started.
Well, we didn't play the B part at the Pizza Fest.
Oh, well, that was probably okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying specifically this one. I'm saying in general, the ones that had parts.
Yeah. You're right, because we did the Tarantella one that had 2 parts.
Yeah, there were some parts. We played some parts. All right, so where does that put us at now? As usual, time's flying.
Oh, how much longer do we have?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a Chopin piece then.
Okay.
To slow it down. I found a lot of fast pieces, which is more difficult when you're both a little nervous and your hands are getting sweaty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll do a slower one. If I can find it.
Okay. Well, if we're slowing it down, is it Malort time then?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That's one thing that we two have in common. That I mean, there's not like that many people that really have that in common because not that many people actually like Malort. I mean, some people definitely drink it as like a test of their character or strength. Some people drink it like ironically, like what? Me drink Malort? Sure, I'll drink Malort. But I like it. But then again, I have much more of a like bitter tooth than sweet tooth. Is that the opposite? I mean, I guess it's the opposite. Cheers.
Cheers.
Malort. What? Goes down fairly smoothly.
It really does.
Oh, so and like
it doesn't have any of like the burning.
no, it's like it's got like a bitter burn.
Yeah, it's very bitter like at the top of your mouth.
Yeah. And Jepson's the brand. Malort is the style. Does it have a meaning other than this style of booze?
I have no idea.
I'm sure I'll get nerdy on that at some point in the report back.
Okay. Make sure my hands are
Chilling.
kind of dry.
Just chilling. it's calming.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we are running a little low on time. What do we still got left that you want to go through?
Well, I want to do the waltz with you.
Okay.
And then I want to do the Russian,
Russian
song still.
Okay. All right. We're gonna be. We'll be. The only other thing on my list here, because me making lists of what I want to talk to you about is something that I've had to do for a long time. When did you start doing this stop motion?
Oh, stop motion. The first one I did was with Shane for the Opera Bell for Green Lemon Buggy.
So that was the first time that you did one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and we'd never done that before. And yeah, we kind of had like the learning curve together and did that whole video on my living room floor. And it turned out well. It was like this weird like cascade of like, it got into this like city garden competition and we won some money for it. And then we were in the St. Louis showcase, and then we were in the International Film Fest, and then we got to play at the International Film Fest too. And then people started asking me to make videos. So now I have like this list of like 4 or 5 videos right now I need to be making.
I don't know if you remember my friend Marie. She was in New Orleans when we were all down there. She's like, she lives in Rotterdam, I think, these days. But yeah, she was the one that was like really loved the yodeling and did the harmony saws. And
Okay, yeah.
But one of the posts I made about this, she was like the only one that commented. It was like, stop motion. I have to look at this. It's
It's a unique style.
Yeah.
But people seem to like it, and it's been fun seeing how it fits with like other people's music and other styles.
Yeah.
So like, I did one for Jesse McClary, and that one was very like different from an Opera Bell song.
Yeah.
And then I did those 2. I just did 2 for Gavin M, and
Yeah.
those were like really upbeat, like light kind of like rock songs, and they worked so great with Gavin's music. I was really surprised and happy with like. It looked perfect with his.
If nothing else, in the modern world, there's so many things, and music videos is certainly one of them that have like fallen into like the deep well of cliches. And so something that's that different is immediately, I mean, at least to me, like more interesting to me, and probably more interesting to a lot of people, just to know that you're gonna get something different right away.
Yeah. Well, even I try to make the ones I'm doing different now too, because I'm supposed to do one for Jenny. And I want hers to just be like completely like, just like ethereal feeling. And like I bought like a bunch of colored tissue paper and stuff for hers instead of construction paper. And I think it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, hers will be, I think, very like it'll fit her.
Yeah. All right. So other shit you don't see often. 2 accordions at once.
Oh yeah. So we're doing AABAA.
Yes. All right. Wait. This is like that starts with J.
Oh, I was looking at yours. I was like counting the measures. I was like, is this one where I wrote it out all goofy?
No, AABBAA.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I still think I wrote it out a little goofy.
That's
Yeah. Okay.
all right. You start it again.
Oh wait, are we on the different parts?
No, we're on the B part.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. first figured out that shaking the bellows was a thing, and I know we were at Whiskey Ring, and I was like, Jess, look what I just figured out, and you're like, yeah, duh, that's what you do.
I'm so bad at bellow shakes, like with my left hand. I do like the keyboard one, which I think you do too sometimes, right?
Oh, like this side? I guess.
Yeah, you're doing like
pretty much.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Are you supposed to do the other side?
No. There's different ways you can do it, and I don't know how they work on the button boxes. But like with piano accordions, right? You have like this like traditional bellow shake, which is like
both sides, or
no, not at the same time. Just with like your left hand and arm kind of like controlling it like in and out really fast. One of the pieces you gave me for polka band like specifically had like a part where it was like bellow shake.
I think that was the Missouri Queen.
Either that or the Grandpappy one. It was.
I think it was Missouri Queen, which I also know nothing about other than that it said Missouri in it and it was a polka, so I bought the sheet.
Yeah. Maybe it was that one, but I do it with the. I do this like treble one. You can also do like where you move your hand kind of like over it.
Oh, like you're like fanning the bellows?
Yeah, I don't. I guess it wouldn't make sense though, because it's.
That's kind of like the harmonica trick.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Well, you know more than me. So yeah, one more tune, and then it's Clownfish time.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna try to do drums on this one too.
Yeah.
As a treat.
Treat.
It was something I did like a year or two ago maybe, and I was like looking over songs to play for tonight, and I was like, oh yeah, this one. I was like, and I played the kick drum. So I'm trying to bring that back as of yesterday. It's really hard having like 4 things coordinated at once.
Yeah, that's way beyond me.
I don't know how drummers do that at all. So you can hear me try to at least play this. So. Short and
All right. Well, yes. Time is up. We're going to stop doing this, but thank you all for tuning in. And as usual, I can't think this way. Tip information's down there. We'll split the tips.
oh yeah, if you tip us, I'll tune my piano.
Because that shit is expensive.
It is.
Thank you all for tuning in.